Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet this really easy textured shawl which can be made in any size. So for my shawl I used a 4mm crochet hook, and in this video I am using US terms. So thank you very much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more crochet videos. To begin your shawl you want to start off by making a slip knot. So to do a slip knot you want to take your yarn and you want to take your finger and you want to wrap the yarn around your finger once and then twice, then take the first loop and pull it over the second loop, and then take the second loop and pull it all the way over your finger. You then want to take your crochet hook, go in through this space and pull tight. And there you have a slip knot. So once you have your slip knot, you now want to chain 2. So we're going to chain 1 and 2. Then into this first chain, we are going to work 1 double crochet, chain 4, and then another double crochet. So yarn over and go down into this first chain here and work 1 double crochet. So yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Now chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then yarn over and go back into the same chain again and work a second double crochet. So here we have double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, all into this first chain there, and there we have completed round 1 of our shawl, and we are ready to begin round 2. So we are now on to round 2 of our shawl, and to begin this round you want to chain 1 and turn, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So now into this very first stitch here, we are going to work 1 double crochet, chain 4 and then another double crochet all into this first stitch. So this stitch is the last double crochet from round 1. So you want to yarn over and go down into this first stitch here. So go into the stitch and work 1 double crochet, then chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and yarn over and go down into the same stitch again and work a second double crochet into this chain or into this stitch. So we have double crochet, chain 4, double crochet all into this stitch. And now we're going to skip the chains and move on to this double crochet here. So this is the first double crochet that we worked in round 1, and into this double crochet we're going to do the exact same thing. Double crochet, chain 4, double crochet. So yarn over and go into the double crochet and work 1 double crochet. Then chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, then yarn over and go down into the same stitch again and work a second double crochet. So there we have 2 sets of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, and we have finished round 2 and we're ready to move on to round 3. So we are now on to round 3, and to begin this round you want to chain 1 and turn, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So into this first stitch here, so this is the last double crochet from round 2, we're going to work double crochet, chain 4, double crochet all into this stitch. So that is the same set of stitches as we have used in the previous 2 rounds. So yarn over and go down into this first stitch here and work 1 double crochet, then chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then yarn over and go down into the same stitch again and work a second double crochet into this same stitch. So we have double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, all into the first stitch of the round. And now we're going to skip on to this space here. So this is the space in between the sets from last round. So here we have the first set and the second set from last round, and we have this space in between them, and into this space we're going to work another set. So another set of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet. So yarn over and go into the space in the middle. So just go into the space and work 1 double crochet, chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then work a second double crochet into the exact same space. So there we have a second set. And now to finish off the round, we're going to work one last set into this last stitch here. So this stitch is the first double crochet from round 2. So this very last stitch, and into this stitch we're going to do our last set of 1 double crochet, chain 4, and then a second double crochet. So yarn over and go into this very last stitch here. So into the last double crochet and work 1 double crochet, then chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and yarn over and go back into the same stitch again and work a second double crochet. And there we have completed round 3, and we're ready to move on to round 4. So we are now on to round 4, and to begin this round you want to chain 1 and turn, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So into this first stitch here, we are going to work our first set. So we're going to work our first set of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet. And throughout our shawl, we're just going to be working in those sets. So we're just going to keep working sets of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet for our shawl. So for this round, we're going to work our first set into this first stitch here. So into this first double crochet. So yarn over and go into the stitch or into the double crochet and work 1 double crochet. Then chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then work your second double crochet into that exact same stitch. So yarn over and go down into the same space again and work your second double crochet. So we're now going to work our second set into this stitch here. So last round we did 3 sets, 1, 2 and 3. We have worked our first set into this double crochet here, and we're going to work our second set in between the first and second set from last round. So into this space in between the sets. So we have set 1, 2 and 3, and we have this space in between the first and second set, and we're going to go into this space and work our second set of round 4. So yarn over and go into the space and work 1 double crochet, then chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and work your second double crochet into the same space again. So there we have our second set, and we're going to work our next set into this space here. So here we have the 3 sets from last round, and we're going to work our third set in between the second and third set of last round. So into this space. So yarn over and go into the space and work double crochet, chain 4, double crochet all into that space. So like that. So there we have worked 3 sets for round 4, and we're going to work one final set, and we're going to work that last set into this last double crochet here. So here we have the last double crochet of this set, and you want to yarn over and go into this last double crochet and work double crochet, chain 4, double crochet all into this last stitch. So there we have round 4 completed, And now we're ready to move on to the next round. So we are now on to round 5, and to begin this round you want to chain 1 and turn, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So to begin round 5, we're going to work our first set into this first stitch here, so into this first double crochet. So this is just as we have done before, yarn over and go into the very first stitch, so into the first double crochet, and work your first set of 1 double crochet, chain 4, and then a second double crochet, all into this stitch. And now we're going to work our second set into this space here. So this is in between these 2 sets. Go into the space in between them and work your second set. So your second set of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet. And now we're going to work our next set, our third set, in between these 2 here. So into this space in between this set and this set, go into the space between them and work your next set, double crochet, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet, all into this space. Now we're going to work our next one into this space here in between these last 2 sets. So here we have the last 2 of the previous round, and you want to go into the space between them and work your second to last set of this round. So double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, and now we're going to work our very last set of round 5 into the last double crochet. So the very last stitch at the end, go into this last stitch. So I'm going to yarn over and go into the stitch and work your last set. So work your last set of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet. So I have finished working that all the way along for round 5, and you should find that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets in total in round 5. And we're now ready to move on to round 6. So we are now on to round 6 of our shawl, and the rest of our shawl is very simple. It simply follows the pattern which we have been doing in the last few rounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue working in our sets of double crochet, chain 4, double crochet, just as we have done. And we're going to begin each round with a chain 1 and turn. And to begin each round, you want to work your first set into the first stitch here, so into the first double crochet of the round. So begin every single round of your shawl with a first set into the first double crochet. Then you're going to work sets in between the sets of last round. So into this space here, this space here, this space here, and this space here. So in between the sets, you want to go in between them and work sets of 1 double crochet, chain 4, 1 double crochet. And then you want to finish off the round by doing one last set into the double crochet at the end of the round. So in each round, you're doing a set at the beginning and end of the round. So in the beginning double crochet and end double crochet. And then you're working sets in between the sets from the previous round. And you want to keep repeating that round again and again and again until you feel that your shawl is big enough. And you will find that with each round you do, you have one more set to work. And the amount of sets that you should work in each round should actually match the number round that is. So you should have seen that we worked 1 set in round 1, 2 sets in round 2, 3 sets in round 3, 4 sets in round 4, and we have just finished round 5 and we worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. So say when you get to round 14, you should have 14 sets. When you get to round 20, you should have 20 sets, and so on. And keep repeating those rounds again and again and again until you feel that your shawl is big enough. So I'm now on to round 6, and I'm going to begin this round with a chain 1 and turn. Then I'm going to go into the first stitch here, into the first double crochet, and work my first set of double crochet, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet, like that. And now I'm just going to go into the chain space between each of the sets from the previous round, so into the space between them, and I'm going to work my sets along. So I have my first set there, then I'm going to work my next one into this space in between the sets, and my next one is going to be worked into this space in between these sets, and continue this all the way around. So I have gone to all of the spaces across, and then my last set of the round is going to be worked into this last stitch here. So go into the last double crochet, and you always want to make sure that you're not going into the chain 1, as the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Go into the last double crochet and work your very last set. So there I have completed round 6, so I should have 6 sets across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And keep repeating that round again and again and again. So I have finished repeating those rounds again and again and again, and I went up to round 33 or 34 or something like that. I then cut my yarn and weaved all of my ends into the back of my shawl, and I have finished. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it easy to follow. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more crochet videos, and thanks again for watching. Bye!